visit to the campus as the new Berry. So we want to welcome you all tonight to our Strings concert.
Muy buenas tardes a todos los padres, especialmente a los padres por haber venido esta noche a estar aquí participando con sus estudiantes. Le quiere la directora dar la bienvenida y especialmente que es la primera vez que tenemos a las dos escuelas unidas en lo que es la nueva escuela Berry. Muchas gracias por estar aquí.
All right. Welcome tonight. I appreciate you guys all coming out. I am Mr. Friend. I am the orchestra teacher here. I teach at Thornton, and I also teach at Patrick. So I'll be the teacher at the new Thornton and new Patrick, or Berry when they're finally built in a couple of years. So this is our first concert in 2 years. We haven't had a concert since the winter of 2019. So this is finally it's come back around. We can do what we do. We are a performance-based group. That's what we do. These groups, the 5th grade group leads to 6th grade, which leads on up to junior high and high school. Mr. Ron Kennard, who is the junior high director over at Carter, is here with us tonight, which is very helpful. He can help you tune. So this program goes all the way through high school. I can't say enough about the brain research on these programs. Playing a musical instrument is the only activity on all of these campuses that fires both sides of the brain at the same time, which then makes the connection between the right and the left brain stronger, building the brain to be stronger. What will a stronger brain do? I don't know, but I can tell you it's better to have a stronger brain than a weaker brain. So these kinds of classes are extremely important. I'm just going to go over a few of the things that these kinds of classes do for these kids. Enhances academic skills. There is absolutely a connection between academic achievement and playing a musical instrument. It keeps them in a right group of kids and a right group of people. It keeps them focused. And the brain research says, yes, their test scores their academic scores are much higher than those who are not in band and orchestra. Also, it increases IQ, improves the memory, builds social skills and character. We have to play together. We have to figure out how to make all of this work and sound right. It teaches discipline. They have to practice to be good. Now, we are beginners. We're beginners. But this is a practicing, performing art. And so as much as you practice, as much as you get better. I tell them there's no secret to anything in life. If you want to be good, get up and do it every day. Every day. And then you'll be good. And you might be great. But if you don't do it every day and all you ever do is dream about it, you won't be good. That's it. There's no secret to it. Also, music relieves stress. Trust me, all of these kids will be less stressful at the end of this concert. Also gives you a sense of achievement. And of course, music, of course, makes all of us happy. I don't think there's anybody sitting in this room that says, I hate music. There's some kind of music that truly, truly makes us all happy. So again, I appreciate you coming out tonight. Our concert is really not very long. We have our beginning, 5th grade, out here. And then we also have our beginning for the first time in several years, 6th grade. Because of COVID, we didn't really have big groups last year, so we decided we would start some 6th graders. So up here in the front, I have 2 violins who are beginning violins for 6th grade. I have 1 viola, and then I have a cello here who's beginning 6th grade, and then I have my beginning bass player back here, which is very nice to have some beginning 6th grade kids. These kids work really hard, and they're actually very good kids to be in class with and teach. Up here are the kids who were in orchestra last year. So we have 5 songs that we're all going to play together, and then they'll have 2 songs that they've been working on and playing. The songs that the beginners will play first, they're all one melody. There's no harmonies, it's just one melody, we're all playing the same thing. And then as you move into more advanced music, the violins start to play their own part, the violas play their own part, the cellos play their own part, and the basses play their own part. So as we move up into more advanced music, we start to play different parts. And as you can see, I don't have any cello players up here, but none of the cello players decide to come back. I only have 6 violins and 1 viola. So I have 1 violin playing the viola part, and then I'm playing kind of the cello bass part. So hopefully next year we'll have a bigger 6th grade group, because most of these kids will stick around. Again, this really does help academic achievement. If you really would like your kids to continue to be successful in school, these are the kinds of programs that they need to be in. And again, I appreciate you letting them join, because they all had to pick my class. They had to choose to be here. This wasn't something they said, you're going to strings. They all said, hey, here's an opportunity, would you like to join? And I'll tell you, many of the kids said no. I am not easy. I am making them learn to read the music, play their instrument properly, and by the end of this year, they'll have that skill that no one will ever be able to take away from them. So, I guess I'll shut my mouth and we'll start to play for you, all right, guys? I appreciate you coming out. Our first song is going to be the D major scale. And of course, scales are the building blocks of all music. And with these 8 notes from this scale, we can create all of the songs that you actually hear tonight. So for our first song tonight, we'll be playing D major scale. All right? Playing position? Ready? All right. D major scale. Ready?
53, D major scale.
1, 2, 3, 4.
beginners, and this is, beginning orchestra, but every one of them can play these. We have a program in our class that's kind of our GT, or gifted and talented, to push the kids ahead. It's called Strings Karate. And how many of you guys have played more than 5 songs for the class by yourself in front of the class? How many of you have gotten to black belt? My one bass player all the way to black belt, which is 9 songs that he had to learn by himself and play in front of the class, which is fantastic. So, all right, for our next song, we're going to do a song called Merrily We Roll Along. You might recognize it as Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right? Ready?
Roll along.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Holiday season without a little bit of Christmas, so what we're going to do, this next song is Jingle Bells, and this will be our kind of one holiday song this year. You guys ready? Playing position? All right, here we go. From Jingle Bells.
Number 34, Jingle Bells.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So after that, we learned another one called Old Mcdonald, which I think you guys have all heard before. So you guys ready? Old Mcdonald? All right, here we go.
Donald, sight reading line.
Just 2, 3, 4.
Effort it takes to learn to play these. Learn to play them properly. These instruments have been around for about 400 years. And so to learn to play them properly, learn to read the music, hold it without hurting yourself, because there's a proper way to hold it so you don't hurt your wrist, hurt your neck, hurt your shoulder. And so there's a lot that goes into it. And as I always say, if you really want to know, well, have your kids teach you how to play one of these songs, and you'll know quite quickly how difficult it is. How many of you guys in the audience actually played one of these kinds of instruments before? A few? All right. So, again, these kids can all teach you any song. If you'd like to learn one of these, hey, they can be your teacher. No better way to learn than be a teacher. All right, guys. Our next and last song for our beginners tonight is going to be Hot Cross Buns. All right, y'all ready? Hot Cross Buns, playing position. Nice job, guys. Here we go.
Just 2, 3, 4.
worthy of an applause. Real hard to get there. All right, I'm going to go up here and we'll start with our next two songs with 6th grade. Again, I just want to remind you that these programs go all the way through high school. They're great programs and they really do help the children academically. So give me a second to get ready. I'll be up here. All right. Sure. All right, you guys. Watch them. First song up here tonight, we're going to do a song called The String Boogie. And so we do have, over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 violins and 1 viola. Of course, I'm playing the string bass. But I did transpose the song, so we have our one violinist who's playing the viola part with it, so he wasn't all by himself. So this song's D String Boogie, and we will start now. All right. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Also, remember, these kids didn't really have a full year last year. We didn't come back to school until after the first 6 weeks. And then, of course, this is a mixture of kids from both Berry and Roark. And so, and then even when they came back, these guys all, I wasn't there, I was only the teacher at Berry. There was another teacher here at Roark. So this is kind of really their first year. They learned some stuff last year, but this is really kind of their first year of getting into it. This is the first time they've been on stage. And I don't know if you've ever been on stage trying to play something that you've just kind of learned. It's very stressful. So these guys are doing great. We have one more song for you. Like I said, it's not a real long concert tonight. But again, I appreciate you coming out on this warm December evening. And this one is Beethoven's Ninth. It's a version of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, which is about an hour and 30 minutes long. We're not going to play the whole thing for you this evening, so we'll only be playing a short nugget of it. All right, so thank you again. When we are done, 5th grade, if you're a violin and viola player, please pack up your violin and viola, and not yet. When we're done, and you take it home. If you're a cello player, come come back up here, put it in your case, and then leave it on the stage. We'll get it tomorrow, and then you guys go find your parents, okay? Again, I appreciate you guys coming out. We have this one last song, and we'll get after it. Thank you. All the 6th grade students, will you guys, once you get yourself packed up, come over here, Mr. Morano wants to get a picture. All 6th grade students, come over here after you get packed up and come get a picture. They also have some special gift for you. So Alondra, Nubia, Sidali, Gabby, there's a little, the 6th grade teachers have a gift for you. Okay guys? Now did you hear me, Tristan, Axel, Yahara,